I don't know how to make intros, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. I saw a video of someone making fighting designs, to which, of course, I had to respond back with my own designs and critiques and criticisms, because holy shit, I fucking hate these designs! Now, this isn't to diss on the person that was making the video, because they may be new to fighting, but I have a lot of critiques, and I have a lot to go over. So, I'm going to be going in the same order as this person has, and I will be showing their design before I show mine, and tell the things that I changed, and the things that I did not like on the design. Well, let's get into it. Here's the first design. I'm just gonna let the video play in the background, but I think the main thing that I really do not like about this design is the lack of an idea. Because their original idea was Mary Sue, but without specifics, you can't do a lot with that. And the thing is, there could have been so much creative freedom that they could have taken on this. Like, giving him, like, demon wings, or angel wings, or an angel halo, or more Mary Sue characteristics instead of just rainbows and black. But the only thing I did like and take as inspiration out of this design for my own was when they drew the hammer, they added these little thorn things on it, and I'm like, that kind of looks like a rose. And that's kind of what I based mine off of. I'll explain further when it comes to my point, but yeah, I don't really like this design. It's really boring, and there could have been more done with it. Here's my design. I had a very loose idea with going with roses and thorns, but one thing I settled on was kind of a tuxedo mask inspired thing, and I did try to keep the rainbow, but I just couldn't fit it in anywhere, and I didn't really know. I forgot completely the Mary Sue idea, so this is basically just tuxedo fucking mask like Banhammer. But with hammer design, I had a lot of fun doing it, especially adding the thorns and everything like that. I don't know, there's not a lot to this design, but I feel like it fits his personality a little bit, and mid-idea, his hammer kind of looks like a meat tenderizer, so a butcher banhammer would be very cool. But yeah, that's about all I got. This next design is for Rocket, and they talked a lot about how Rocket's skins are very bland and boring, but I would argue that's just because he's an old character, and I feel like the skins that he has that are, very interesting and, relate to him is the Stargazer Rocket and the Buster Rocket for being close to Rocket. But the one thing that I hate about this design is that they could have taken, the vendor part and do something cool with it, but instead they took way too much inspiration from Unicorn Cream Cookie and just kind of slapped it on Rocket. And there was a lot of missed opportunity with this one, and I don't know. I do enjoy the colors though, that's the only thing I'll say. But yeah. Now, for this design, I wanted to go with that cotton candy machine vendor, because the one thing that came into my mind as soon as I heard cotton candy was being able to make his rocket like an actual cotton candy machine, and I feel like the one missed opportunity, again, for this is that it can be cool and creative, but it can also be, like, casual. It doesn't need to be anything extravagant, especially because he's not really an extravagant kind of guy. But the one thing I really enjoyed doing on this design was definitely the colors. I was unable to color pick, but I did. I like the blue and the pink, but I switched the purple out for yellow, since I think it looked more visually appealing and less close to the purple. But, I don't know, I think the skin is kind of fucking sick. Now, the next skin, I do not like, and I do not understand, especially from the first, them talking about Hyperlaser and saying he's a silly little guy. and wondering why his skins are so serious. It's because he is from Blackrock and he is an assassin, and he has gone through probably years of trauma. But the one thing I do not like about the skin is the fact that it's another angel skin, and also, like, I get that it's Illumina stuff, but the thing is, you could have done more about making it more Illumina related rather than just some random angel design. And I don't know, I'm not a fan of the mask being off. I feel like you could have done something cool with the bandages, which is what I kept in my design. But yeah, I don't like this design, and I think the colors, I don't think the colors look good at all. For my design, it was really hard to find a starting point. I know I wanted to keep the facial bandages and I wanted dangly bits, but as far as colors and whole concept went, I kind of had nothing. I think the only thing that really gave me inspiration was going this whole liberty and justice kind of route, balance, sort of. The colors I was really stumped on too, because I didn't like the blues and kind of purplish blues, but I really just color picked from one of my own characters and kind of just put it on him. But my idea was judgment and balance and basically like a sphinx kind of thing, but I don't know if it really translated all that well. But I don't know, it doesn't even look like Hyper Laser, and I couldn't design a weapon, but there it is. Now, this one really stumped me, because at first I thought it was going to be candy corn, because I didn't watch the video completely, like all the way through, but then I found out it was watermelon, and again, a lot of missed opportunities for this. The one thing I really don't like is how boring and unsummery the outfit is. It's just kind of average. And I didn't like that there was no board design and no skate designed, I guess, in mind. He doesn't look like a skateboard skin, I guess, if that makes sense. But this was probably my least favorite concept to go over, but I mean, you'll see what I did with it, I guess. This one was really difficult simply because I don't really mess around with themes like this, but the one thing that I really wanted was watermelon horns and, you know, like an actual watermelon on his head, because I think that'd be cool. At least as like an armor piece and stuff like that. But I tried to make it look summery. I think my favorite part of this is really just the head and the board. I don't really like anything else. But I don't know. That's really all I can say about it. Nothing crazy about this design. Now, was this video done kind of out of spitefulness of how much I do not like these designs? Maybe. But don't send hate to this person. They're obviously, you know, like a kid and, you know, still learning designs. They ask for critique and everything. But honestly, had good ideas, just were not executed like good. But that is my critique. This is probably the only time I'm going to make a video like this. Bye.